And it begs the more important question, or the more pertinent question: do we keep going with Lucy for the next couple of runs, or do we mix it up? Do we switch back to one of the old thoughts there? Was red poison? It was. Falcon, yeah, you do remember correctly. Next to a Quicksilver Dragon in the Abyss too. Yeah, not the greatest. Still had high hopes that we could somehow squeeze out, but yeah, that's the other thing the Abyss might have done. Might have been a different death, as is always the case. Because hey, you never know what the dungeon has in store, but you also never know what the Abyss has in store, and I've always said this. And Rue? I think Rue might be the play there. I do like that. Question is, do we start that today? I know we're a little bit shy of where I usually like to get to, but maybe we'll make this a short one. Can't go Rue to Luganu though? No, and I wouldn't dare. Because if you abandon Rue, you keep all your sacrifices, right? No benefit, but you keep all the nastiness. Why not start it? No real reason besides my own volition. Sip from the drink and think about it. In fact, drink's looking a little light. This time though, don't need to run out. Just gonna crack this bad boy right here. Let's cap myself off. Maybe we'll start off. I don't know how long we'll go into the run, but we'll see how it goes. Play little gives me a week to think. Does give me a week to forget everything I know to be true. But sure, let's do it. As for what style of play, I guess we just did a kind of Dex fighter. This, I think, is... Maybe my brain was subconsciously trying to protect me. This is the real reason why we didn't continue on. Because I would have had to make, or I do have to make a decision. Oof. Truly a fate worse than death. It's been a while since I played a Formicid. Come back to a build and going, what was I thinking, is also Pete Crawl. Very true. Yeah, it's been a while since we did Formicid. I'm trying to think with Rue. So we have the Power Leap, which is kind of a sneaky little blink for a Formicid. Rue isn't mad you abandoned them, just disappointed and doesn't take refunds. And isn't that always the worst case scenario? Not angry, just disappointed. Let's do it. Formicid. A Formicid Hunter, you say? It's been a little bit. It is one of my new, like, go-to favorites. Let's do it. Let's not think too much on it here. And... Cantness? Does that translate? I don't need the full name. Let's just call you Cantness. Okie dokie. Triple crossbow gung shield dream. Oh, basically a guaranteed. Can't miss. Oh, that's so much better. Gosh darn it. Oh, I need to give it a moment. Let it all diffuse through, because inevitably, indubitably, you all come up with better names than I possibly could have on my own. But maybe the next one. Never mind. Next time there will be no next time, because we're gonna win this one, right, folks? And Rue can work with anything, but you feel like it vibes well with physical. The random status effects on enemies really help. Okay, well, we can always pivot if we find something incredible, but I think, I mean, regardless, as you mentioned, it kind of works with anything. And then on top of that, oh, Hunter, Formicid Hunter is just stupidly strong. But let us... Forgot to do the entire start routine here. Oh my gosh. You can tell I was in victory lap mode already on that previous run. Don't even know where I left my dang things. But let's definitely get everything set up, get that seed put on the screen. those that subset of you that enjoys playing along on your own. See how you fare in the dungeon, and perfect. As a mage, the random melee attack thing does help because it helps with running. True, and we might have to pivot when we give Rue our arm. And how does that work? Yeah, with Formicid, they took that into account, right? You lose 2 arms. At least I would assume so. But yeah, true, you gain distance on enemies very easily with Rue, even just the randomly missing turns thing. Cool, well that will help out, yeah, kind of regardless of what approach we take here, I feel. And again, it doesn't even really matter because this will be the luckiest run that we ever witnessed with our very own eyes here. And it will basically be a walk in the park. I don't foresee even a moment, not even an iota of trouble coming our way. Ain't no thing. Okay, only trouble that will come our way, I guess, is me mispressing keys left, right, and center. That probably explains my terrible typing, so fair enough. And let you relook it up, but you did look this up before. Oh, the effects, the attacks. But on Formicid, you lose 1 set of arms, and you lose any 2-handed benefits. You can still use the bigger weapons that count as 1 hand for the species. Cool, cool, cool. Good to know. Thank you. And again, all of this is still at this point in time, at this stage in our journey, purely a hypothetical. I was about to say, that you, Robin? Where's the bat? Low-hanging fruit, but gotcha. Oh me, oh my. Okay, so a bunch of mighted hobgoblins walk into a deserted alley. What happens next may surprise you. Poisoner's Handbook. If we really wanted to pivot completely off of our current status here, though I don't see that being in the cards for us, I say as we immediately pick up yet another spellcasting book. Very cool. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Locaber Axe. Reach, cleave. Excuse me? Is that allowed? This brutal weapon, long thought lost to history, combines the extended reach of a polearm with the cleaving sharpness of an axe. Ghosts of ancient warriors linger about it, draining fickle users. Oh, so that's just the drain thing. Uses either axes or polearms? Holy crap, this seems awesome. This seems very cool. Skill level 26 for mid delay. Makes sense. It is a 2-handed weapon, or 1-hand pair weapon as we call it in the business here. Well, no kidding, we found our pivot. You're not wrong. Holy moly. So, I think, in fact, what's our min delay now? 1.2? I will need to use a different weapon temporarily, no? It's a +5. Or base attack delay 2.0. Huh. This is the seed. You're going to try it out right now. Yeah, I hope. I never am completely sure on what stays consistent and what changes, but I believe shops should be dictated by the seed, no? Yeah, I think I will have to find an axe for the interim period. In fact... Okay, no. How did we get here? We went the long way around. Yeah, I'd like to just beat a hasty retreat here for the barest of moments. Let's head back upstairs. Find axe. Okay, was also just on... Okay, find polearm. Anything? Do have a spear. There we go. That will do the trick. Also should have taken this helmet I can't wear. Never mind. I'm a fool. But cool, we did get a spear. Stop training. And I guess polearms? I'm tempted to do axes. No, let's do polearms. I like it. 26? Well, welcome to your new life. At some point, I should reconsider that, or at least consider not focusing it and having it be a background task. But for the moment here, for the time being, man, there's so much pressure to survive now. I can't die. Yikes. You'll also notice if you click the pre-rendered dungeon box when you're trying to use a seed, things tend to be more accurate. Okay, interesting. Both 0 and it won't matter long term, and at least the dex helps with the shields. Yeah, unfortunately we did throw our first attribute point the wrong direction there, but how are we to know that the gods of poleaxes were smiling on us this day? Son of a gun. I kind of wish it didn't teleport my iguana friend. I think we had a half-decent thing going for us there. In fact, wandering monsters... Okay, I expected one of those to be the iguana, because if everything's already woken up, something's terribly wrong here. I also should pick up heavier armor as soon as we make the change we want to see in the world. Base attack delay... Current attack delay 1.0. Let's do it, baby. Be the change we want to see in the world. Ring of flight. Ring of night. Don't talk back, just make it right. Yeah. Bars, bars. And here I said I couldn't freestyle. Get absolutely stunted on. Ain't ever heard lyrics of that caliber. Tell you what. But okie dokie. I think now we settled into our new state of affairs here. Dex points are basically never wasted. True, bit of evasion never hurt nobody. Whereas for some characters, strength and int might be definitely intelligence, right? If you don't end up casting any spells, then boy, is that embarrassing. Now I find a war axe. There is cross training with axes. But no, let's stop. How many shifts can we actually endure, you know? Let's settle for the briefest of moments. Yikes, I should not have settled for the briefest of moments. Potion of haste. No thank you. I already ate. Sure, that makes sense. Was that curing there? I think that was curing, but I mean, it almost definitely was, right? Potion of curing, you feel better. Cool. Okay, gotta be careful here. Little Dickie's actually making a career because of his extensive thesaurus abilities. It's true, there's something to it. And that's one thing that I do have going for me. I do have a relatively decent vocabulary. At least if you ignore that sometimes the, like, detailed semantics of things don't quite translate through the change of phrase, the turn of phrase, but I do enjoy that aspect of things. Okie dokie. At some point, I have the panic going strong right now. Too good to die syndrome, very much alive and well, as I am debating not even using the tab key for once in my life. I'm not doing this, mind you. I'm definitely 100% using the tab key with pleasure, but thinking about it, and that's something for sure. Okay, Natasha. Come to that stairwell, please and thank you. Even a godly run is not enough for me to forsake my moral high ground. Jesus. No! No! Not like this! Oh, man. Gnome Saiyan, your favorite class in WoW, by the way, like you and me in that one show. Homie Dojo, keep your ears on the game. I don't recognize that, but, oh man, what have I done? If only I was can't miss. If I was can't miss, I wouldn't have missed. Ipso facto, we would still be alive right now to this day. But hey, see it on screen, folks. Would highly recommend. trying it out. In fact, I might try that out at some point in the future because I am bitter. Potion of Heal Wounds was right there. It slipped right through my fingers. Ree! And all my enraged noises. Oh, man. Yikes. Well, can my heart take another? That's two, like, very disappointing deaths. I know this one was a bit more, you know, run-of-the-mill. These things will happen when playing DCSS, especially when you, for whatever reason, try to fight a band of gnolls before you're ready to do so. Anyway, that aside, these things happen. But, yikes. Can't miss. Do I have the heart to continue? Of course I do. Again, not very long into this one, especially with the hard hits to my very soul, I tell you. But less so that, more so just my own plans for the evening here and things that must be done. But we'll get the ball rolling again here. Can't leave on that kind of a note, I guess, the big thing. Shaolin Showdown. His character is basically living in an ancient Chinese dojo, and he's now getting new American friends and likes the phrases. Always mess them up a little bit. I do like that. I think what I mean by that is specifically one of my favorite turns of phrase are, or I guess type of turn of phrase, category of wordplay, are Malphors, which is where you mix and match expressions and colloquialisms in fun and interesting ways. I mean, one that you've all probably heard over and over again over the course of my streams, if you've been here in the past, is let's burn that bridge when we get there. I love that. I don't know why, it itches something in my brain that just works perfectly. And I like all kind of combinations of classic phrases like that. Good stuff. Okie dokie. Oh my gosh, I didn't even do everything right here. I guess I was leaving the seed up a little bit longer so that people could get a taste of the glory and freedom that I never did in my own time. But there comes a time in every Torinski's life when they must hide the seed from the world, lest they forever live in the shame of the poleaxe. Rip. Oh me, oh my. You've actually loved that saying. For you, it creates this idea that you can stand up for yourself and some people that you encounter during your lifetime. You should definitely burn bridges and never contact them again. Because I think that's part of why that metaphor has stuck with me the most, is it's not just mixing up the words and, you know, haha, said the word wrong, but it's weirdly applicable in a lot of situations. It has a lot of subtle connotation to it that I enjoy frequently in my life. That's kind of the beauty of language and all communication in general, is that you get a lot of silly little things like that that don't even necessarily work on a widespread basis at the end of the day. But as long as you know you're being extra clever with your application, I was about to say I'm probably gonna die here, but if I don't, then honor and glory for all my offspring. Hell yeah. Sacrifice poleaxe plus 75 PAD. This run is off to a great start. Nice, nice. Yeah, like, don't burn your bridges, okay? Don't act without thinking. But you had when you get there, sometimes you definitely need to burn a bridge. Very witty. Well, I appreciate that. Did I come up? I've been using that phrase so long, I couldn't say for the life of me if I came up with it. I must not have. I must have yoinked that from somewhere, right? I'm not that witty at the end of the day. Light wordplay, the tiniest, you know, turn of phrase, that I can swing. But something as deeply karmic and poetic as we'll burn that bridge when we get there. I can't even pretend to take credit for. Oh, yikes. No, sorry, wrong number. I apologize. So unfortunate that this mistake happened. I'm so embarrassed, but I'm just gonna head this way, you head that way, and meet you in the middle, I guess. Never mind. This is what you get. You did this. You all did this to yourselves. Oh, well, that was a roller coaster of emotions. I'm the first person you've heard it from. Nice. I mean, sure, it's because of my my illustrious use of the fanaticism of the human language. It's so robust that it knows no bounds. And I come up with all sorts of incredible things, such as the absence of something is something itself, and other such nuggets of wisdom. As we previously experienced on this very evening. You mean your grandma told you a lot of stuff? Like, hold on, you got a good one cooking, give you a second? Sure. But not that this is where I necessarily have got it from, but apparently that's the titular line of a Brooks and Dunn song. Brooks and Dunn. Brooks and... not fun, but Dunn. It's like a country duo? American country music duo. Neon Moon, My Maria, play something country, brand new man. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I'm guessing it's not. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. Could be though. I always thought that was an original. Cowgirls don't cry. She's not the cheating kind. Sorry, I'm on a tangent and a diversion here. Scooting Boogie? I don't know if I've heard any of these songs. Boot Scooting Boogie. I don't think I've heard, but I've heard a parody of before. Interesting. Brooks and Dunn. Where's the bridge? Apparently it doesn't come up on the first page. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here, needless to say. But even so, even if I don't actively recognize, always a possibility that that's the deep-seated truth behind all of my vocational abilities. I've actually been stealing everything from the hit songs of country artists across the world, and I would have gone away with it too, if not for that meddling Thalphon. Country's all motion, done well sometimes, but sometimes you can actually interchange the nouns in a song. Oh, shoot. Sorry, excuse me, pardon me. I thought we were too late for the drain. Not for a moment did I have hope. Did I dare hope for such an incredible outcome. Holy moly. Also get that freaking mouse cursor out of there. Gosh darn it. And I'll let you come out here. But no, I didn't grow up listening to country really at all. I very much grew up on classic rock, pop, and a decent amount of rap, depending on what age you asked me. But I think I've come to like country a lot more as an adult. Not all country. I don't think it's all quite my speed, not all quite my jam. But I think a big part of that is I'm a sucker for a good banjo. Something that speaks to me about a good banjo, but usually has to be done in conjunction with something a little more rocky, a little more poppy. The pop country, not a huge fan of either. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, which, by the by, if you're ever in doubt, if you're ever thinking to yourself, what is Torinski talking about? Does he get it? Does he know? The answer is always no. Basically, blatantly flat out, any given situation, any given Sunday, nah, I don't know what I'm talking about. But man, can I talk. That's all I got going for me. May not be sensical, may not be accurate, may not be enjoyable in any way, shape, or form. But will I shut up? That too, you know for fact. The answer will also always be no. So how about that? How about that, Happy Crappy? Country's done without effort, like Red Solo Cup. Ass. Whoa, shots fired at Kendrick. I'll have you know, Kendrick, or Anna Kendrick, not to be confused with Kendrick Lamar, very similar people, is a cornerstone of Western society, and I will not hear differently. Can be one of those people who's like, actually, did you know that the Red Solo Cup scene from that movie was improv'd by Anna Kendrick at her audition? Which is true, but that doesn't make me less annoying for saying it in such a way. I mean, I'm leading the witness a little bit, because when I use that voice, chances are it's not going to be the most generous take. Though maybe that's kind of throwing all nasally voiced people into one category, which is not fair. Nasally speaking folks are not a monolith, or so I've always believed. You're at a point where anytime music is nice, but they're cheapskates and snake oil salesmen. True. I think, yeah, very much true. I think people, especially when you're a kid, it's very easy to wholesale be like, no, I hate this and everything about it. I hate that and everything about it, but that's different. That's just because Maggie sucks. Besides having a good name, because I do like the name Maggie, Mags, Margaret, Margatha, all good